Hello everyone. Let us define co-countable topology. Co-countable topology is always defined on an uncountable set. So let us take X be an uncountable set, and let 2 is the union of two sets. One is empty set phi and the other is a collection of all those subsets of X whose complement is countable. जैसा कि इसके नाम से ही क्लियर है, को काउंटेबल मीन्स कॉम्प्लीमेंट इज काउंटेबल. So in the collection 2, let us take the union of two empty two sets. One is empty phi and the other is a collection of all those subsets of X such that their complement means X minus A is countable. Then this collection 2 becomes a topology on X, and proof is same as we have given in proving cofinite topology. So we can skip it and move the further topic. If we take X as a countable set, when X becomes countable, then this topology and discrete topology both coincide or both becomes same. Next topology is P exclusive topology. P exclusive means point exclusive topology. In this topology, let us take any fixed point P belonging to X and define a collection 2 which is the union of two sets. One set is X itself and the other is a collection of all those subsets in which P doesn't belong. Means in this set, let us take all those subsets of X where P is excluded. Now we will prove that this collection 2 becomes a topology on X. So for the first property, we will prove that both phi and X belonging to 2. By the definition of 2, X is trivially in 2. X already 2 में है. Now only proving that phi belonging to 2. Phi is also trivially in 2 because phi is the subset of X and P doesn't belongs to phi because phi is empty and phi there is no point, so P doesn't belongs to phi. That's why phi also belonging to 2. For the second property, let us take any two members A and B belonging to 2, and now we will prove that their intersection means A intersection B should belongs to 2. So take two possibilities. If both A and B are equal to X, then their intersection is also equal to X and X is already in 2, so their intersection should belongs to 2. Hence in that case, second property is satisfied. Take another possibility. If both A and B are different from X, if A is not equal to X and A belonging to 2, then by definition of 2, B doesn't belongs to A. Similarly, take B not equal to X means B is a subset of X and B belonging to 2 also. So by definition of 2, P doesn't belongs to B. If P doesn't belongs to A or P doesn't belongs to B, then P doesn't belongs to their intersection also. It means A intersection B belongs to 2. Hence second property is satisfied. In the third property, let us take an arbitrary collection A lambdas and all A lambdas are in 2. Now we will prove that their union also belongs to 2. So let us take one of them is equal to X, means in all A lambdas there is some A lambda which is equal to X. if at least one a lambda is equal to x, then their union also equal to x, and x is already in tau, therefore this union also belongs to tau. And if all a lambdas not equal to x, means अगर कोई भी a lambda x के बराबर नहीं है, but all a lambdas are in tau, therefore by definition of tau, p doesn't belongs to a lambda for all lambda. If p doesn't belongs to a lambda for all lambda, means p doesn't belongs to their union, and by definition of tau, this union belongs to tau. Thus in both the cases we have proved that union of a lambdas belonging to tau when all a lambdas are in tau. Therefore this tau becomes a topology on X, and this topology is called point exclusive topology on X or P exclusive topology on X. In the same way we can define P inclusive topology also. This is another example in which x and y are two non-empty sets, and let f be a mapping from x into y, and tau be the topology on y, means y tau is a topological space. Define a collection tau star. Tau star contains inverse images of members of tau. Remember, tau star contains inverse images of members of tau. Then this tau star is a topology on X, means we have to prove that X tau star is also a topological space. So in the first property we have to prove that both phi and x belongs to tau star. So let us start. We know that f inverse phi is equal to phi, means inverse image of an empty set is also an empty set. So, and phi also belongs to tau, because tau is a topology on y. As phi belongs to tau and f inverse phi is equal to phi, therefore by definition of tau star, phi belongs to tau star. And we know that f inverse y is equal to x, and y also belongs to tau, therefore inverse image of y means x also belongs to tau star by definition of tau star. For the second property, let us take any two members of tau star, and any two members of tau star is of the type f inverse g and f inverse h, where g and h both belongs to tau. Then f inverse g intersection h is equal to f inverse g intersection f inverse h, and f inverse g intersection f inverse h is equal to f inverse g intersection h, means inverse image of the set g intersection h. Now both g and h are in tau, and tau is a topology on y, therefore g intersection h is also in y, means g intersection h is also in tau, and this becomes the inverse image of the members of tau, which is equal to f inverse g intersection f inverse h. So f inverse g intersection f inverse h also belongs to tau star. In the third property, let us take arbitrary collection of the members of tau star, means f inverse g lambdas, where lambda is an indexing set, and all g lambdas are the members of tau. Then f inverse union of g lambdas is equal to union of f inverse g lambdas, and all g lambdas are in tau, and tau is a topology on Y. Therefore, by the third property, union of G lambdas also belonging to tau, and union of G lambdas belonging to tau, and this is the inverse image of the members of tau, which is equal to union of F inverse G lambda. So union of F inverse G lambda also belongs to tau star. Hence tau star is a topology on X. Hence this example is true. Thank you.